La- lady from prison comes to stay with the couple. This is what Pap is saying during his full
He did. He
hour
did.
joint. Lady from prison comes to stay with the couple. Pap comes home. The lady from prison and Rem are in a bed, laying there, and the baby is there, and he's saying from what it sounds like they're fondling one another or some to that nature. Now, I think for that to have happened, she had no respect for her marriage and or her husband beforehand. And
The only reason I feel like that Remy spoken because she's in her feelings about her marriage. She's losing her husband. I don't think Remy ever really expected to lose her husband. We just said how he has been there time after time after time behind her BS.
is Papoose Clarissa business now?
No, no. I mean, I get they laying up. That's cute. I get they be out and seen. That's cute. But he's somebody's husband. So long as he's still somebody's husband, that's not your business. A young,
Called the girl
beautiful woman
his
come.
next come up, his new
Yeah,
come up,
because I
cause he
got money
broke.
because I got money like you. I got motion like you. So you feel a way when it comes to me because I'm a threat. And not only am I a threat, I'm moving in a threat way. He here with me. I'm just saying.
Remy looked bothered at the mall.
She
At the
looked
mall, did you
bothered.
see the mall
Period.
footage when she was with dude, and then was like, "What not? What? I wasn't talking to that nigga last night. What not with you?" And he was like, "Yeah, like that
No,
nigga."
it looked like she did that just to put on a show because she don't want to care about what people really think, even though she's trying to put on Papoose. But she looked bothered when she the one who told us.
Let's do it. Remy Ma and Papoose, once celebrated as hip hop power couple, as a hip hop power couple, are currently navigating a highly publicized and contentious divorce. Papoose filed for divorce in May 2025, just a couple days ago, citing irreconcilable differences and alleging multiple instances of infidelity by Remy Ma, including relationships with rapper Easy the Block Captain and an unnamed woman from her incarceration period. Weird. The couple split became public in late 2024, with Remy Ma accusing Papoose of having an affair with boxer Claressa Shields, but we had already seen the pictures of Remy Ma at Christmas time with Easy the Block Captain. Okay, the divorce proceedings have been marked by mutual accusations on social media. Remy Ma has expressed frustration over the delay in finalizing the divorce, stating that all necessary documents are signed and offering to cover Papooses' legal fees. She also revealed that they had not shared the bed since 2022 and expressed regret over portraying a happy marriage. Here on this podcast, obviously, we talk about marriage. What did you think about that?
Well, I want to touch some of the things you said first. One, we did not first hear. Well, I didn't first hear about her and Easy with the Christmas picture. We heard about that like 2023 when we heard about him punching the guy and with Tasha K. Let's just give her props. And nobody spoke on it because they neither confirmed at that time. With that being said, I believe that she's lying about them being together since 2022 because you just don't get in your feelings and hit somebody you ain't sleeping with or dealing with if y'all already agreed to move on. Now, he's confirmed since then, since she made it public, let's not forget that she's the one who brought us into her business, even though there was speculations of what happened, that she was cheating with the guy, Easy with the block or off the block or whoever the boy is. And although those allegations were going on and although we was wondering what was the real reason, did he really hit this man, did they really fight, when all that stuff was going on, they never confirmed. She's the one who put us in her business by coming live and thinking that she was doing something by exposing him with Clarissa when we already knew something fishy was going on with her behavior and this man, because we seen what we saw, you know what I'm saying, even though y'all didn't clarify. So I just want to say that, like, when it comes to Remy, I don't really believe all of what she say. She has shown to be a liar in my eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, it was what was telling to me was Papoose never really comes out and speaks on anything, and I think he had it was on live for over an hour, and that right there told me that this, this is a marriage. These people are hurt.
That part.
These people are hurt, and I can't believe that they airing out their business like that. Not, divorce can happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I would like to think I just wouldn't do you like that. And so going to that, my question is, does fame and things like that, does having a public relationship make it difficult to keep information private or not to grieve in private or not to hurt in private when you do have an audience? Papoose got an audience, obviously we're a part of it. We seen it. Remy got an audience, obviously we're a part of it. We seen it. You know what I'm saying? And wanted to watch it and went back and watched it. You see what I'm saying? So would that make you more prone to, you see what I'm saying, to airing out, Major did this to me, Major, or like,
So
because I know it ain't right.
So for me, no, it wouldn't, because my foundation is in the Lord, and I try to follow what the Lord says do. But so since that's my foundation, I know better than to go live and put people in my business, even if we were public. But that's just me. You asked me, so that no. But with her, I kind of want to go back with them. Yeah, I definitely think it's been damaging. We're talking about a couple who was a symbol of Black love from years ago with her music. She came out with her and him. She goes to prison. We know more about him, and during that time, he's holding her down. He's making sure her name stays relevant while she's gone, and doing these connections. She gets out, have a couple more hits. She loses weight. She's on the TV show. They're on the TV show. They are a great example of Black love. So when you see it goes to a point to where she exposed first, telling us a bit. Well, I mean, I just believe she cheated first. And it shouldn't be no cheated first. Like, it shouldn't be no cheating going on when it comes to marriage, but we'll get to that. But when you go into exposing and you putting your business out there and you're in the public eye, yeah, it's very damaging. It's very damaging, and it's easier if you're not rooted in something solid. Not saying that they wasn't, but it looks like it wasn't, because we see it crumbling apart for many reasons. Infidelity is just one of them.
Okay, so now I wanted to ask you this because it was a play being ran, and I heard the play, and I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, and credit to Joe Budden podcast, they caught the play too, but I did hear the play, and this was the play. I was about to break it off with him, and then you knocked him out, and then so now I gotta stay with him, and try to, you know what I'm saying, because you came and knocked him out and made it worse. So now I gotta, you know what I'm saying, stay with him right now, or you know what I mean, like that was the. Did you catch that play?
I heard that nonsense. To me, it was nonsense, because I get that you're trying to say, oh, I have to deal with him now more because of your public expression of what you did. But then after that, and we know it was after that, you know what I'm saying, because when we're looking at the timeline when the information was given with us, and again, I'm going back to when I first heard about her and this boy. So we know it was after that. After that, she, the picture of her with him at Christmas. I don't think you have, and I'm just going off of what I have seen and what I've known from personal experience with people I know, right? People I know that cheat and they do little stuff, usually when it's Christmas time, Thanksgiving, those type of holidays they spend with their family. Usually people that you cheat on kind of give you grace because they understand that, right? So if you choose to go over there for Thanksgiving to be with a family, you choose on Christmas to go there, it's because you wanted to. So to me, when she tried to run that sounded like nonsense to me, because you left your daughter and your husband to go chill with this man and pose up under this $20 tree because you wanted to. I mean, it looked like a $20 tree to me.
All right, but okay. Now we also heard there was cheating multiple times. Let's go ahead and get to it. Lady from prison comes to stay with the couple. This is what Pap is saying during his full
He did. He
hour
did.
joint. Lady from prison comes to stay with the couple. Pap comes home. The lady from prison and Rem are in a bed, laying there. And the baby is there, and he said, from what it sounded like, they're fondling one another or some to that nature. Now, I think for that to have happened, she had no respect for her marriage and or her husband beforehand, and for him to have stayed, that proved that she had no respect for him and no respect for the child. And that's why I was going into the therapy part, because he said that they tried to go to a therapist and that they had made agreements and just broken promises. So what did you think about the same sex inmate friend from prison joint in the bed with the baby? You know, I mean, I know you're not a man, I'm a man, but I digress. But what did you think about that?
I mean, definitely disrespect, but if I'm honest, I the way he told the story and
It
how the
was sad.
information was unfold, it was sad and it was disrespectful, but she did it, and it's basically like she played in his face. And I get love can be blind, but like Papoose, what was you thinking when she kept dipping out of bed going to see her homegirl down the hallway? You know what I'm saying? Like I just at some point or something had to be discussed where he was okay with it or something. Like I get he was hurt, or maybe like I said, love is blind, so people can tell you things.
Nah,
But not sleeping
nah.
in the bed with me while we got company of your friend is weird to me. Like I'm just being honest. Like if my husband not in the bed because his homeboy here and I keep seeing he not in the bed.
Hold on.
Well,
Hold
either
on,
way,
baby.
okay, switch it around.
Yeah,
If it was me and I got a homegirl over and I keep dipping out of bed to go in our guest room with the homegirl, I just think you're going to address that head on, like what you like in the room right
I
then.
ain't
It's
even
not
gonna
even
have
finna
no
happen another
understanding.
night where I'm gonna go keep going to this person's room or something. So when it comes to that, I do believe he's being honest. I do believe he was being vulnerable, but it also let me know how much he really loved and wanted to be with his wife, that he was
Ooh.
able to turn a blind eye, because common sense told me when he said, you know, I wanted to be empty, but she had to go check on the girl. Like whatever he said, it was like, what? You know what I'm saying? So to me, they let me know how much he really loves his wife, which we already knew. Like I
Oh,
said
you was
before.
talking about the part that when he was saying that they was in the bed together and then she got up. Yeah, what we
Like-
doing?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't think that if a real conversation would have been had, I don't think she would have made it out the room. I'm just saying, if it was you and I don't think like we would be still discussing. Like, now, why do you feel like you need to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would just been.
No, I'd have just found out that what was popping off in Tutwiler. You know, we down here, we at the bottom, so you would have went to Tutwiler, okay, women facility, and I'd have found out, oh, okay, when she was at Tutwiler, oh, okay, let me get on out Jannar way.
Yeah.
That's all. I didn't know that you had got turned out at Tutwiler, because that's what it sound like. And I don't mean no harm, but I mean, what else am I to think? You feel me? What else would I be able to think? That's what happened at Tutwiler. Okay, Rem called him Papoose and said that her bracelet joint is missing, and she produced the receipt.
Did you see the date
Hold
on the
on,
receipt? It went nothing from 2025 or 24.
No, it don't gotta be from then. She produced the receipt. You don't know how long they might allow time. You see what I'm saying, on a pun of that nature. You see what I'm saying, with whatever type of jewelry that she accusing Papoose of punning. That's what she called the boy, Papoose. And so I just wanted to know, did you feel like there was pure cap? She did produce a receipt.
Definitely cap.
From the pawn shop.
I think it was cap. I couldn't understand whose signature that was. What if you pawned your own stuff and trying to make it like that? Because she's the type of person to do that. We seen her we saw pictures, videos of her and the little rapper dude that's on the ground rapping whatever he does. What was that stuff called? Battle rapper. We saw pictures of that. We saw the proof, right? Before it exposed, we wanted to know, but you know, when we heard the story, but they never spoke on it, right? So we watching it, and then she came and looked us dead in the face and said, "I've been loyal all this time. There's no reason to cheat. They're trying to put this story out. Like, why would somebody put a story out saying, putting you with, like, you're with the person all the time? You know, like." It doesn't look good. It looks like you're cheating, but you're going to look at us and then it comes out that you're cheating. You still telling us we didn't see what we saw or heard what we heard? I don't believe that he really, and if he did, it was with your permission, because we're talking about, I think I saw one that said 2021.
Because you got the receipt.
And you got the receipt. I don't care if
So
you go
obviously
pawn
you know
something.
about
I
it.
got to give you the receipt for you to do it. You
But
ain't gonna get nothing out of pawn from me.
But once we break up, I do want my jewelry that you went and pawned.
I feel like she already
Jannar,
got
I
that
want my
jury back. The
you
dates
feel
on
me?
that said that some jury was pun, but between now and then, I'm pretty sure she got that little jury back, and she just be trying to cap. Remy Ma is a person who like to throw stuff out there. She's trying to cover up herself, keep her reputation, but she's very disrespectful and she's a liar. That's what I get from her, and that's just the truth.
Now, the reason I brought that up is in marriage, depending on on the marriage and you know what I'm saying, who's in the marriage, the male or the female could bring in more money. Now, Papoose, that they saying Rem is accusing Papoose of being the brokest. I was trying to land lightly. I was trying to bring the plane in light. I can't. Rem is accusing Papoose of being the brokest guy she's ever dated, ever been with, ever.
Child, boo.
After all this time, after all this, Papoose held her down. After all this 31 pounds of food per month that he bought her to the prison that he's saying and all this, that, and the third. But Rim saying that Pap is broke and that she bought everything, funded everything. Did you see that?
I do believe
How did you feel?
that
Cap?
I do believe Remy probably carried the financial weight of their relationship. And for me looking at them, I think because of that, I mean, let's be facts. I like Papoose, but I think when it comes to the masculine and the female energy, I do think Remy carried more of the masculine energy. I get that because of how he loves and has been there and this and that, because most men would have been on out of there with the first disrespect and the other, you know what
They
I'm
said
saying?
she was cheating a long time ago.
And
It got caught up a long time ago, way before
yeah,
Easy the
and
Block.
he's been staying with her
Yeah, yeah.
stealing with. So that's why I say she carried. And so when she got out and got these little hits, and her name is back out there, and she lose a little weight, and she's been seen, she might have been feeling herself and been cheating and doing stuff. I'm not a fan of her because of how she moved. Not because she cheated on her husband, but because when you found out that he had somebody that might be at a rank of a position to where you are noticeable with the fame of you are, now you want to tell everything. Then you the one that put your business out and say, oh, it's him though. He don't, like, I don't like that. It's like she throw rocks in her hand, and I don't care for people that do things like that anyway. So I don't think it was all cap that she carries most of the financial weight, but I don't think he's the brokest she went with. Have you seen the easy boy from the block? And I get that she came on there and said he got good credit. That's cute, but I'm just sorry. I just don't believe that he, the battle rapper, has more money than Papoose, the rapper and the business owner and all that stuff that he got going on. I'm just saying.
All right, not to call Claressa a third party, but let's talk, because she's not a part of the marriage. Only two people can be a part of the marriage. How do you feel about, did Claressa do or say anything wrong to steer Remy Ma up like this? Because I did see the Breakfast Club interview, and I didn't think she said in there. I thought she was very, very respectful, and I didn't even think she did nothing wrong or said nothing wrong.
I think that Remy was in her feelings. I think these people I think Remy Ma.
Because Claressa got motion.
Well, not only that Claressa got motion, I think that the married couple still love each other regardless of the actions that's been given. That's why it's a marriage, and it should stay among those two people and not be having all this outside judgment coming in. But they're the ones exposing, so we have a right to talk
But we've
about
been married 20 years and on, and I want to lay up with something new. You want to lay up with something new, obviously, and you did. And so now we ain't married. No, I can't be married to you.
No, we're not married.
You could have suffered through,
but what if they were still married? And the only reason I'm saying that Remy got upset.
They are still married.
Yeah. The only reason I feel like that Remy spoken because she's in her feelings about her marriage. She's losing her husband. I don't think Remy ever really expected to lose her husband. We just said how he has been there time after time after time behind her BS.
So again, you saying that you don't think that Claressa per se did, and
no, didn't do anything that caused this type of
106, no. The Breakfast Club.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. Remy just wanted a reason to get mad because she got in her feelings. Oh, she said my name like some immature women do.
Now, the real question, should Claressa stay out of their business? Is Papoose Claressa business now?
No. I get they laying up, that's cute. I get they be out and seen, that's cute, but he's somebody's husband. So long as he's still somebody's husband, that's not your business. That's woman business. They need to get that straight. And that's why you should not get involved with a married man. This is why you should stay out of people's marriages. And if I had advice for Claressa, I would tell Claressa, get out them folks' way. I'm not saying Papoose ain't the man for you, but get out their way until they figure out whatever it is they're gonna do. Don't open one door until the other one is closed. You know what I'm saying? And he hasn't closed that door clearly, because if you just say, hey, I wish them well and she can come to the barbecue, she gonna get mad. You see what I'm saying? So no, to prevent, just in case this marriage decide to work out their marriage, just in case they decide to forgive each other, get out them people way and cover yourself and guard your heart, because I get it's cute. You know, y'all look cute together. It looks like it looks good, but it's not right. It's not right. And I'm going on from my perspective of a believer, of a child of Christ, of Jesus Christ. What the Bible tells me what marriage is, baby, it's not right that you are sitting here dealing with a married man, and because it's not right or of God, you can get hurt. Get out them folks' way if I had the advice, but people look at things different these days when it comes to marriage.
Claressa, I'm with 30. You just spoke pure truth from the word, but Claressa just 30. I don't know if she can hear nobody. Okay, everything you just said, even though that's right, does that make Remy right?
No. I'm not.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not gonna say it
because you right. Claressa should stay out them folk business, and Pap kind of ain't her business, even though that they doing business, financial and you know what I'm saying. These folks growing together. You know what I'm saying. Relation. You know what I'm saying. These folks is growing together. So
I don't know if they're growing together.
well, I mean, that's what it was. That's what it seemed like on the outside looking in. That's all. That we don't know what's popping off.
I mean, I wish them well. I'll be glad when he do close that door and give her. I hope he does give her what she desires. But it's a possibility, because you're dealing with a married man. He might not. And in most cases, 8 out of 10 cases, the woman usually, the outside woman end up getting hurt. It's not many success stories where the man left the wife and be with. Not saying that this won't be one. I'm just saying. And if it was me, I would get out your way until you handle that, because I ain't got time for the drama. If I was Claressa with what I got going on, I allow you to be into my business, but you don't have to be, because I'm going to be me regardless if you here or not, Papoose, and that's the truth.
Which mean okay, no, I ain't finna drag nobody.
So and then when it comes to Remy, is she right? It's her husband. I can't tell somebody what to do with their husband. Now, is she acting out a woman out of foolishness as a wife? From what I know and what I read that a wife should be with the word, yeah, she's definitely a woman, a foolish woman that tear it down her house. She's definitely her. I wouldn't say she's a wise one.
That build this.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't say she's her. She's definitely the foolish one. Yeah. Acting foolish. Look like a fool.
Then brought a third party female into your house and went in with the baby in them.
Foolishness.
Ooh. Okay, we're gonna wrap that up with that right there. My goodness, man, we gonna be lifting everybody in that situation up in prayer, and honestly, especially Claressa Shields, because she, to be honest, the frontal lobe don't fully develop to 25. This is a young lady, man, and you know what I'm saying. I just think she's still got a really good future.
She has a very bright future.
And I just, you know what I'm saying. She gonna be signing autographs for the next 30 years. Claressa Shields, she's the greatest female boxer that's ever lived. And I just don't want, you know what I mean. And
I don't want her to get hurt.
And so, of course, women feel a way about some of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, what woman wouldn't feel a way, regardless of what she did, if a young, beautiful woman comes.
His next come up, his new come up.
Because I got money, because I got money like you. I got motion like you. So you feel a way when it comes to me, because I'm a threat. And not only am I a threat, I'm moving in a threat way. He here with me. I'm just saying.
Remy looked bothered at the mall.
Did you
see the mall footage when she was with dude, and then was like, I wasn't talking to that nigga last night. Wasn't I with you? And he was like, yeah. Like
no, it looked like she did that just to put on a show, because she don't want to care about what people really think, even though she's trying to put on Papoose. But she looked bothered when she the one who told us